This conference will now be recorded.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Kim. I'm going to be the IT librarian tonight. If you have any questions about any of the technologies or you're not being able to see the presentation that's going on tonight, please, you can either chat me or let me know, or I think Anna, she'll let me know. So if you go to the top right, there's this little chat button that looks like a speech bubble. So if you click on that, you'll be able to type in a message and choose who you want to send to. There's a drop down underneath the send to where you can choose either Anna, or you could choose me, Kim, or you could choose the organizers. You can just type your message about any problems that you're having and just press send. In addition, there is a drop down in the top middle that says currently view everyone. If you want to change that so you're just seeing the presenter, you could just choose view who's talking. That way you'll only see the presenter as she's talking. Today we will be showing a screen share of a presentation. So once that comes up and you're having trouble seeing that, if it's not big enough for you, there will be a white bar in the center of the app that allows you to move it up or down so that you can either see the presenter bigger or you can see the presentation bigger. That is up to you, depending on your preference. We are going to be holding questions until the end. So any questions that you may have, you can type into the chat box that I talked about earlier. But however, if you could just send it to everyone, that would be great so everyone can see it. I believe Anna will be moderating them, so she'll be reading through them, and Olga, our presenter, will be answering them at the end. Everything else, oh, right, okay, so just this program is being recorded and shared via our social media accounts. By continuing to attend this presentation, you consent to be recorded. If you have any issues with that, then you can either make sure your microphone and your video are off. We do recommend that anyway because we want our bandwidth to be as good as possible so that everyone can have as good as a connection as they possibly can. So if you can take the time, there are two buttons at the bottom, mic and camera. If you could make sure those are grayed out and not green, that means they are off. And Anna, if you want to take it from here.
Thank you so much, Kim, and thanks for taking time out tonight to help us with the technical expertise in the background. I want to welcome everybody to the library program this evening. Before we get started, I do want to let you know about a couple programs, other virtual programs that are coming up this week. We do have on Thursday, the 13th at 10:30 in the morning, we have a program called The Benefits of Massage Therapy. And that's actually going to be presented through the Community Wellness Program with Penn Medicine and Princeton Health. So again, that is on Thursday, the 13th at 10:30 in the morning. And then we're going to switch gears in the evening on the 13th at 7 o'clock in the evening. It's a focus on Martin Luther King Jr., civil rights, peace. We have a music historian, John Clark, who I am very excited to have present. He's going to be presenting from Boston through a virtual program about the music of the civil rights movement. And again, that program is just like this. It's a virtual program that you can register for to get the link. And that is on Thursday, January 13th at 7 in the evening. So hopefully we will see you there. Now for this evening's program. Tonight we have Olga St. Pierre, and Olga has been involved in many different and exciting aspects of the real estate world, investing, flips, foreclosures, as well as becoming a professional licensed real estate agent in both New Jersey and Pennsylvania. So with her 13 years under her belt, she's been focusing on Mercer County here in New Jersey, as well as Bucks County in Pennsylvania. But not only with her real estate prowess, what she has done is she has become a fan favorite for the Mercer County Library System. And she brings her expertise for workshops like what we're doing this evening. And so we're very appreciative for that. It's always an entertaining talk, and I always walk away with new things to think about and things to work on and things to do at home. When I was looking for a house, etc. So tonight's talk, Apps, Tools, and Tips, Efficiency in 2022, focuses on helping us get organized in 2022, especially working smarter, not harder. So Olga, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me tonight. Good evening, everyone. This is actually one of my favorite topics to present because besides being a busy business owner, I'm also a busy mom, a busy daughter, and busy granddaughter. And so this is just something that is near and dear to my heart. And I wanted to kind of, just take this and say we can take some of these tips and tricks and apply them in so many areas of our lives, of our work and our relationships. So what I have a pleasure of sharing with you today is actually a revamped and updated version. So I'm excited to share it with you. So let me share my screen and we can get started. Can you let me know that you can see my screen well without any issues?
Yes, we can see it.
Excellent, perfect. All right, I just wanted to give you a little bit more of a streamlined introduction about me. As Anna mentioned to me, yes, I have been serving clients with our team in New Jersey and Pennsylvania for the last 13 years. Our team mission is not only to help anyone with budget and the plan to become a homeowner, but once you become a homeowner, you know that our work does not stop there. It truly takes responsibility to be a responsible homeowner and a member of the community, and we're here to help you. And part of my commitment is also to provide you with the information that you see and hear on social media, on internet, and make it relevant for us here in our local area. We can help and move just about anyone, pretty much anywhere in the United States and Canada. As you know, making a move is one of life's top 10 stressors, and our job is to make it as stress-free and as easy as possible. And of course, we have a concierge service. Think of us as your virtual yellow pages. If you are looking for recommendations from anyone from a muscle to a contractor to financial professionals, attorneys, whatever the life throws at you, whatever it is that you may want to do in your home, we are here to help you and recommend you to our resources. And this is absolutely free of charge to you because we want to make sure that you are getting good help with whatever projects that come to your mind. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us. The copy of this workbook that I'm presenting to you is fully packed with information. So don't fret and don't think that you're going to miss something because I am sharing this with you. You are going to get a copy of this PDF so that way you can take it and take some of the nuggets that I'm sharing with you, and that will hopefully be of use to you in the days and months to come. So let's jump right in. And I have it organized a little bit on depending maybe where you are in your home or what are you doing. So we're starting out with your office. And I just want to give you a little bit of a preface, a caveat. I am a Dell user. I don't know or don't use Apple products, so I am not sure if some of these tips and tricks are going to work on Apple products. So if you have some suggestions because you're an Apple user, please let me know, okay? But this is what I have used, and because I am an Android and just a regular Windows user, okay? So a couple of things that I have found helpful, especially nowadays where we spend so much more time in front of the computer and we are on Zoom and we're on camera, are a couple of things to help you and make sure that what we're doing and we're still trying to stay healthy. A couple of things that we have some tips for you in terms of staying focused and also taking advantage of the dark mode and the night light on your devices. I ended up doing this actually for full time, where I have my screen that I'm looking at you right now actually modified to make sure that it is the most comfortable way for me to look at the screen. And I have done the same thing for my phone. And my daughters, I have purchased for them glasses that are just tilted with blue light, so that way it helps them not to strain their eyes even more. So just a suggestion for you, if you are spending a lot of time on your laptop, on your phone, or maybe on your tablet, is take a look and adjust your settings to help your eyes be more comfortable a little bit. Filing away and scanning important documents. This is also going to be present in our decluttering workshop that we are launching. That is, we have a revamped version for 2022. However, I am a big believer of using some papers, but at the same time, scanning those documents and making sure that we don't forget and don't lose them. A lot of the times I hear it constantly from my clients is, well, I don't know what papers I can just shred or maybe throw away because I don't know if I'm going to need it. Well, the peace of mind comes is that if you scan those documents, you will always have them in your virtual filing cabinet, and you will never lose them because you will always have them there. So my two trusty resources are going to be Dropbox and Google Drive. And Google Drive you get automatically free if you are using Gmail. So I encourage you to explore those options and see what are some of those opportunities that you have. And you easily have some scanning resources that I'm going to share with you right now. So you can actually, with the technology, the way it's fully running forward, is you can actually use your phone and use the scanning apps on your phones. One of them that we have here that we recommend is Genius Scan. It allows you to scan the documents. You can convert documents from pictures into a PDF format, and then you can save them into your Dropbox or your Google Drive. And it's just so much easier if you have to reach for something and find something and be able to get it really quickly, and it's right on your laptop or your phone. Remember, Google made it so easy because it syncs to all of your devices. Once you log into your account, you have it on your phone, you have it on your tablet, or you have it on your laptop. So again, some of these tools that I'm sharing with you are fully supporting my motto of how do I make my life easier? And of course, this presentation is designed to help you and share some of my tips and tricks to make your life easier as well. FaxZero.com is a great app for you to be able to fax from your home. You don't have to go to UPS store. You don't have to go to Staples and then pay a certain amount per page. I use it in my business if I am not in my office where I'm working not out of my home. I use it all the time. It is super easy. Again, you scan in the document, you attach it to the website, and I have a little screenshot here for you, and then off you go. You're going to get a confirmation when the fax has been sent, and you are going to get a confirmation that it was delivered, which to me is very important. I want to know that the fax got to where I'm sending it to. Okay. Now, Gmail, of course, I'm a fan. We use it for our business, and we also use it for personal use. A lot of people are. What a lot of people don't know is you actually can do email templates. We use it all the time. So if you are sending the same emails all the time, whether it's for your business in your own work or maybe for your personal use, it is a huge time saver. You can go to templates, save a draft as a template, and then whenever you need to send it out, you can go ahead and use that template. That has been a lifesaver for us as well. And the last item that I wanted to share with you is it's called Unroll.me tool. It allows you to unsubscribe from unwanted emails and retailers. And you can use this, and what it does is it does it for you in bulk if you have been overwhelmed by magazines and by websites that are constantly sending you offers and so forth. What I have also found useful is you can get a separate Gmail account and just use that account for your shopping, for your retailers, and for maybe some of those shopping excursions. And that way you are crowding that email only and not your primary email that you use for corresponding with your family and your friends and your loved ones. So that is another idea. All right, let's head into the kitchen. Some of these tips and tricks I have found helpful myself. Like, for example, if you put a wooden spoon on top of the pot when you're cooking something, it's not going to overfill and overrun and completely ruin your nice and clean stovetop. I actually have used this trick and I love it. You can do a little bit of DIY sponge clip, which is using a nice heavy duty clip from the office. Removing the cover from your ironing board makes it a nice large cooling rack. I thought that was a pretty genius idea because I actually don't have a cooling rack because the things that I usually make are not like cookies where you need to have them cooling. And the top 10 home remedies is an idea for you to regrow some of the veggies that maybe you use on a regular basis. And it's especially, I think, it's cool to try, especially now when we are in the winter time. You can regrow a lot of those things, and it's very, very easy to do. You can just throw them in a little bit of water And then once they root, they're going to shoot green stalks, and then you can have some really fresh veggies and some other yummy stuff that you can put in your cooking. All right, as a general rule of thumb in your home, there are some tips and tricks that we probably see a lot of the times, but then we don't remember when we actually are faced with using them. You can use 2 hooks evenly by using a toothpaste. Use daylight saving time as a reminder twice a year to replace the batteries in your smoke alarms and also change your HVAC filter. I'm a big proponent of using Google Calendar, right? I am a Google user because I have found that it makes my life easier. And I don't know about you, but I know that I can't remember everything in my head. I think I would probably go bananas. So I rely on the Google Calendar to remind me of a lot of these things. So what I have also done is every time we have a daylight savings time, right? So it's twice a year. I have that as a reminder on my calendar, and it will tell me, you know, make sure that you change your time. But I also have like a little list of items to do during that time. And one of those, a couple of those items are making sure I have fresh batteries in my smoke alarms and my CO detectors, as well as making sure that my HVAC filter is changed, which I actually do on a quarterly basis. And again, it is in my Google Calendar. Hang a notepad on your fridge, and it can be a great grocery list reminder for thoughts and more. This is something that I'm doing with my daughters because they have a very bad habit of coming before bedtime and telling me, hey, Mom, we ran out of chips, or hey, Mom, you know, I used up the last milk today. And they think that I am going to sleep, and I'm going to truly love putting one more thing in my head as a reminder because I need to put that on the grocery list. So what I told them, I said, girls, if you are running out of something of your favorite food and it's getting low, that would be the preferred time for you to actually put that on the list that we have on the fridge. So, and it has been working well. And I told them, don't blame me if you did not put it on the list and it did not get purchased on the grocery trip, right? So then they are at fault themselves. And also we have used those notepad pages to write a love you note and just to write something else, something nice to, you know, maybe say something that we're grateful for. So I love using that notepad for a couple of different reasons. And I also think that it's teaching my kids to be more responsible for their own behavior. If we're running out of something, you need to put that on the calendar so that way they are growing up knowing that organization is actually a good thing. Wi-Fi smart plugs, as you know, technology is seeping into outlets and remotes and other fancy gadgets that I know I can't keep track of. I encourage you to research and see if some of those things may make sense for you. I know that you can use Alexa and combine it with different smart switches and smart outlets. And if this is something that makes sense to you, maybe to turn off and on the lights, and you can do that from the comfort of your phone, take a look and see if that's going to make your life easier. My next favorite tip is planning for the unexpected, and that is birthdays, graduations, thank yous. Another example that I can give you is a mortgage lender that I work with. His mom passed away over the weekend, and I have a variety of cards that are sympathy for birthdays, the thank you cards. I have blank cards that are generic. And this gives me an opportunity if I notice something that is on Facebook or social media, or someone tells me there's an event that occurred, I can quickly jot down a card to let them know, like for example, for this weekend is that I'm thinking about my lender during this difficult time because his mom passed away, and I can quickly put a stamp on and mail it out. And I don't have to run and grab a card and then maybe get frustrated because I forgot or maybe I didn't have the time. It just helps you and makes things easier when you do need it, and people always appreciate the fact that you have taken the time to write a card for them for a different occasion. The same thing for gift bags and tissue paper, you know, planning for neutral and various sizes. You can do this all in one trip to the dollar store, maybe to Walmart. And then you can just put it all in a clear bin and tuck it away in your closet under your bed and just take it out when you need it. I actually have that in the big bag, and it's sitting in my closet. Let's talk about easy DIYs. I wanted to pique your interest about this because this is something that we are talking about in our revised and updated top renovations workshop in your home, where we talk about some easy ideas on what you can do in your home to make it look like $1 million, yet you took the time and you did something with your hands and it did not cost you a lot of money. Yes, you can have that perfect HD TV home without spending a lot of money. And a lot of this has to do with painting. As you can see, I have some befores and afters for you, and we are happy to send you some step-by-step details if you want to reach out to us. Let's talk about making home cleaning easier. This is something that I am so big on, and I discovered some of these products during when we were required to stay at home, because you know, I am a type of person, I don't sit still. I can't binge on Netflix all day. I need to be able to be busy. I need to do something creative. That's just how I'm wired. So what I have done is some research on how can I clean faster and better? What are some of the products that I can invest in that will help me especially clean well and for it to last, right? Because I have a family with 2 cats who, you know, shed, and they make it their mission, along with my children, to constantly drop stuff and constantly, you know, they walk around and they shed feathers and paper and fur, of course, with my cats. So I wanted to share with you some of my favorite products that I have discovered in the last 2 years that I have used, that I love, and they are very much versatile. From the small Bissell vacuum cleaner, the spin mop, barkeeper's friend is truly a friend that you can use it on a million different products. Weinmann stainless steel cleaner, I recommend to all of my clients. It does a great job on stainless steel products. Dawn, I know it says dishwashing liquid, but believe it or not, I use it a lot, not just for washing dishes, but also for stains. You won't believe how well Dawn takes out stains. And I was able to do that to some of the old ones because I had the time to play around with it, and I discovered that. So I encourage you to buy not just regular blue Dawn, but also the foamy one that has come out. I like the foamy style for the laundry stain removal. Zep grout cleaner is amazing, and Brillo pads are inexpensive, and they, you know, when you combine them with any oven cleaner, you can make your oven sparkle again. Let's talk about making some extra cash. I have a couple of apps here for you. If this is something that you are into, it is an opportunity for you to make extra cash when you are going about your daily purchases, right? It just takes, you know, a little bit of a couple of additional steps. You have to take pictures of your receipts, and then you get points, and then you actually get money. More ways to earn back. I wanted to share with you another favorite extension that I use. So I use Chrome for all of my online browsing, and Rakuten is a great rebate site that you can put on your Chrome as an extension. And what I like about it is it will tell you if you are, let's say, shopping on Macy's.com, or maybe you are on Home Depot or Lowe's, it'll tell you that if you go through Rakuten as a rebate site, you will be able to save 1, 2, 3, and up to 10%. So there's nothing that you have to pay to use that site. You just click on it. They open up a shopping trip for you, and then you do your regular shopping. I have done some things through Macy's, and I was able to get an additional money back as a rebate from Rakuten. Once you accumulate, I think, $20, they actually send you a physical check in the mail. So it is very much legitimate. It is trustworthy, and I encourage you to check it out. My next suggestion for you, if you are able to, is to put all of your bills that you can on a credit card. Instead of paying them out of your account, like for example, a checking or savings account, if having them on auto pay, I encourage you to put some of them on your credit card. And the caveat to that is, of course, that you are a responsible credit card user. But the reason is that I believe in credit cards working for me. And how they do that is I use a lot of Discover cards, which means that I get cash back. So the more you put on your credit card, the more you get cash back. So why not pay your bills with a credit card to get your cash back? And then, of course, at the end of the month, you pay all your bills on time and you pay them off. Let's talk about toolbox in your car. And this comes again from something that I thought of, and I think it's even more important if maybe you have small kids or maybe your grandkids are small and you drive them around in many places. I asked myself, what can I do to make my life in the car easier? As you know, I'm a realtor. I am in the car quite a lot. It is my second office. It is my second home. So I said, what can I do to make my life easier? So that way, when I have to think about some food or extra items or so forth, I already have it because it's already in my car. So I divided this category for you in two ways. One is to take care of our humans that we love and care for. And of course, to take care of your car, because it is the second biggest investment that you make after your house. We want to make sure that our cars last us for a long time. So here's a list for you to take care of your humans, and that includes toilet paper and paper towels, and neutral snacks that can withhold cold and heat, Clorox wipes, trash bags, hand sanitizer, phone battery, charger pack, blankets, gloves, beanies, Ziploc bags. And I have found that just about everything on this list has been used, and I can't tell you how many times I said to myself, oh my God, thank God I put it in there. So, and for your car, jumper cables, air pressure gauge, first aid kit is a must, flashlight, WD-40, basic toolkit, and of course, car registration, insurance card, and your car manual should always be with you. A little bit more about your personal family. Some of the items that I have found helpful: using Instacart for grocery delivery. If you don't feel good or you're trying to avoid crowds, especially nowadays when we're in the winter months and we have spike in people getting sick, taking advantage of stores curbside pickup is great. Getting your house cleaned twice a month. Don't think of this as an expense. I want you to reframe your thoughts and think of it as an investment. I have limited this during the COVID time. However, before COVID, I did invest in this, and I have found it so stress relieving because I was able to take that time and spend it with my family, or maybe focus more, spend a couple more extra hours on my business or talking to my clients, and I knew that my house was clean twice a month. Next, keeping receipts for warranties by scanning them. That goes back to, again, using your Google Drive or Dropbox. And it's super important because if you keep a copy, as you know, receipts will fade with time. And I can tell you with 100% certainty, because we ran into it with a client last year, even if your item is brand new, unless you show proof of purchase from the store, your warranty is null and void for whatever item that you are trying to fix. So I encourage you to scan copies. When you are asked to provide a proof of warranty, it doesn't have to be an original receipt. It just has to be a copy that shows the date when you purchased that item. That's how they are able to confirm that the warranty that you have on this item is still active. Next, pulling your credit 3 times a year is extremely important. I'm here to share with you that you have to not only take care of yourself personally, your health, but your financial health is just as important, because our credit is used for just about everything. Buying a house, buying a car, even getting a credit or getting buying a phone, right? Getting your utilities set up. A lot of times our credit gets pulled because that shows how responsible are we with our finances. So I encourage you to pull your credit 3 times a year from 3 different agencies, and you can space it out. And you want to make sure that everything is on there is the way it's supposed to be. Because if you have to make corrections, sometimes it will take time and it can take months. And if you're not maintaining and taking care of those items, and let's say your car dies and you need to buy a car suddenly, and then there's issues on your credit, your interest rate on your loan may be higher because of some of those issues. So I encourage you to stay on top of your credit score. It is very much important. Crazy Coupon Lady app is just an app that talks about deals in stores and online. I find it helpful because it's all aggregated in one place. If I want to scan in and see what were some of the best deals for Black Friday as an example, they had pictures, they had links. It just made my life so much easier that I didn't have to spend the time to look through all of the Amazon offers on the good deals. Travel. I know that it's a little bit limited somewhat right now, but I just want you to dream for a second here with me. Traveling is something that I truly enjoy. We travel as a family for fun, and I also do some business travel because I'm always trying to meet with other agents and attend business conferences to learn, so that way I can be better at what I do, my work. So with traveling, I love packing cubes, and I encourage you to research and buy them and invest in them. Again, it is something that you invest in to use. It will help you pack smarter. It will help you be a smarter traveler. And it just makes sense where you're not stressing over going through your whole suitcase looking for something that's at the bottom. Mobile battery charger is, again, a peace of mind, especially if, let's say, if you're using a GPS when you're traveling, because it will really drain your battery. Having a mobile battery charger is, again, a peace of mind, knowing that you can quickly recharge your phone. Carry-on only and the book bag. We did set some records where our family traveled in 2019 overseas. We were away for 10 days and we did it all with a carry-on each and a book bag. So you just have to pack smartly, and especially, you know, if you have to pay for bags to be checked in, and then there's of course, a worry of maybe the bag's not making it or being lost or being damaged. Getting TSA pre-check is extremely helpful. You get it for 5 years. I'm actually in the process of renewing mine this year. It just helps you to have your screening process in the airport go a lot smoother. You don't have to remove your shoes, you don't have to remove your electronics, and the lines for TSA pre-check are 100% shorter and easier to get through. So I think it's an absolute investment for you if you do a decent amount of traveling. If you do travel and you like to stay in hotels, I encourage you to check out Airbnb, where you can rent a whole apartment instead of just a room. And what I also like about Airbnb is that if you're traveling overseas and you have your carry-on, if you pack some of the laundry cubes, a lot of the times, if you're renting the apartment, it comes with a laundry facility. So that way you can wash your clothes, and that's how you are able to travel with just the carry-on. Of course, Uber and Lyft are around for you to take advantage of sightseeing if you want to not be able to use a taxi. Since all of you are local, I encourage you to also check out Mercer County, New Jersey Airport, Frontier Airlines, and they are 20 minutes, not even, for a lot of us. We love to fly to Florida from Mercer. The airport is small, everyone is friendly, it is quick and easy, and a lot of the time we will Uber, leave our car at home, Uber to the airport so we don't have to pay for long-term parking and worry about our car, and then we just get on the plane. And they fly from Trenton, from Ewing Airport, into a million different directions, so I encourage you to check them out. Next, if you want to do some shopping and you want to check out some flight options, you can open up an incognito window. So if you are on Chrome and you right-click on your mouse on your pad, open up an incognito page. And what that means basically is that the internet and the websites can't follow and see what your common sites and your searching options are. They don't know your habits. This way, when you are looking at those websites, they're going to give you plain answers without trying to to understand and know your habits and kind of give you the information that you're looking for. So it's a great way to compare and make sure that you're truly getting good rates when you are shopping for something or maybe looking for airline tickets. And the last item for travel, which is very important, is make sure that you take a picture or scan your most important documents that you take with you for traveling. And again, it is to help you ease your mind. If you, God forbid, lose your passport or you lose your driver's license, you still have a picture of it, so that way you can identify yourself and you have a proof, at least a picture of your ID, so that way you can get a new one issued quicker. So that is what I have for you today. I know that this is a lot of information, but I want to thank you for allowing me to share this with you. And of course, you have my contact information. I would love for you to share some of your tips and tricks with me that maybe you have found helpful, that I can add this and them to this presentation. And for the schedule of our other upcoming workshops, if you would like to join us, the link is live with Olga. We have workshops running just about every week. A lot of them got updated for the year of 2022, so we encourage you to visit. And of course, you are welcome to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where a lot of our workshop recordings are posted, and we are doing something new and new videos that we're adding to our library every week. So you please find us on YouTube as well. If you want to find me and connect with me on social media, I am primarily on Facebook, and you can just find me there by my name. So that's what I have to share with you today. And please, if you have any questions or any suggestions, you're welcome to ask them by unmuting yourself, or you are welcome to put them in the chat box, which is a little bubble at the top corner.
As Olga said, if anyone, thank you so much, Olga. Always, I have a couple things I want to second that you talked about, but I do want to let people know that to please feel free to ask questions in the chat, and I'm happy to relay those questions to Olga. I am a huge fan of the Genius Scan. I used it. That's something that really became big over the pandemic, just having to scan documents to doctors and whatnot. And it's a free app. So I love that you mentioned that. And then I also, the Dawn trick, I use it to clean my bathtub. And it gets things out that I don't know how long had been in that bathtub before I moved in, but it was pretty amazing.
Yes, I got converted to Dawn completely during the pandemic, only because when I was, researching and just doing some random videos online, I was amazed. And when you have a favorite shirt and you have that stain and you just don't want to get rid of the shirt because you hope, I was able to get some of the stains out. I'm like, I am a fan for sure. So yes, Dawn is my friend.
And then you had mentioned, I think I heard about the Rakuten thing from the widget that you can put on your Chrome browser from you. And that's something that I love, that it just does pick up all these different things where they save me money, and I actually get a check in the mail then every other month or something. I mean, just as it gets to a certain point, then you get this check in the mail, this money that you made back. It's pretty amazing.
And if you think about it, that if let's say you're buying something because it's on sale, so you're saving one way, then you are saving it through Rakuten, so you're getting money back. And if you're using a cash back credit card like Discover, you get another 1 to 2% back. So you make a couple of different things work really hard for you. And I'm a fan because, it makes my life easier. It gives me some money back. So yeah, for sure.
And someone had sent me a question directly that they were wondering if it would be possible to get a copy of the materials that you presented this evening.
Yes, you're going to get a copy of this whole PDF, and then you are welcome to share it. Absolutely.
Okay. So I will push out, I don't know if everyone heard that, I will push it out to all the registrants once I get a copy of it. So thank you for sharing that. It's a lot of information. It's nice to be able to go through it.
Absolutely. I love finding new things that I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad I found this because it's going to save me time and sanity, right? That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Anybody else?
See if there's any questions. I don't think so. I think they're all going to look forward to having the packet. So I want to thank everybody for attending this evening. Olga, again, thank you so much for sharing your expertise and advice. And thank you to Kim, who is behind the scenes, helping us with the technical part of the program this evening. And everyone, have a lovely evening and stay safe.
Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Olga.
Bye.
Have a good one.